Sometimes it doesn't work. Sounds like it's good. Over there, test the sound. Gotta fix the, actually, it's kind of okay. Just angle it down. Hopefully that wasn't too much. It could have been. Could have been too much. Oh. Too much. You gotta use the little preview camera here. Okay, that should be good. Hello everyone. I move the camera a little closer. Hopefully you can see it all right. I'm gonna be doing a couple of South states today. South Dakota, South Carolina. But yeah, hope you're doing well. I got a pretty simple palette, but before I do that, I'm going to put some of this stuff on the canvas. I'm trying the what's this? Brandon Thomas Amazing White. It's kind of like the other magic whites and thin whites, so it is kind of thick though, which is good. I do like a good thick white paint. Kenneth Ranks here. Best of luck on your paintings today. Thank you, Kenneth. Hope you're doing well. Much appreciated. Alright, let's see how this applies to the canvas. It is much more creamy. It's very similar to the Grumbacher one that I was using, I think, last week. But a little bit more thin. Interesting. First time I've used this brand. So. A bit too much shadow here. Let me see if I can fix that. Just gotta move my light back a little bit. Alright. And this is a portrait orientation today. Normally I do landscape, but this one's going to be a big palmetto tree for South Carolina, so I wanted to get it nice and tall. All right, let's get a little bit more of this. You're probably asking why are you trying all of these different thin whites? And I figured I would just try them all and then do another little review video like I do for the other things that I try. I like trying everything and then making a logical decision on what to use. I think some people have found it helpful in the past, so I figured I would just give it a shot with these two. Because there are too many different brands of thin whites these days. I don't know. And you can always make your own. I've made my own, especially for the more mixed oils. They all do something different. Different levels of the oil. Different fillers. Some of them are extremely flammable, like the Bob Ross one. I didn't know it was, but I found out the hard way. It is flammable. Okay. Alright, I think that's all on there. Canvas moved a little bit. That's okay. Well, it's mostly sturdy. We can work with that. Alright. Uncle 60's here. Hello, Uncle 60. How are you doing? Can't really decide what I wanted to do for the sky on this one, so probably just wing it. I'm still not entirely sure what I want to do for South Dakota, but hopefully while I'm painting this one I can figure that out. Alright, we gotta secure this canvas. It's flying all over the place. What's the deal here? Okay, that's down, that's down. Okay, I think we're good now. Just wiping off the extra. I don't actually know if I have to do that with this brand. I probably should have tried it without, but oh well. There it is. Amazing white. Alright, tighten this back up. I don't think I'll need any, that didn't screw on right. I don't think I'll need any more of this for this painting, but you never know. Sometimes we do. Alright. So, thin whites on there. Palette, kind of bland today. Not too bright. It's going to be mostly a dark painting. So burnt sienna, ivory black, Prussian blue, crimson, titanium white, yellow ochre, and this is pyrrole red. I use that instead of naphthol red. I don't really have a reason why. I just felt like it. So I think the magic white splattered everywhere, or the amazing white. We got to figure out what we're gonna do here. I'm trying to find my little flat brush. Paint around Rushmore. Oh, I thought about it, but I don't know. I don't know if I could do that. I doubt myself. Doubt myself sometimes. I might be able to. I might paint it off stream, and then if it's okay, upload a video of it. Alright, we gotta pick where our horizon's gonna be first. For this one. This is the easier one. Simpler. Just a little seascape based on the flag of South Carolina. So it's going to be a moon, a palmetto, and maybe a little bit of water. But the water's going to be pretty low. How low do we want it? Do we want it that low? That's pretty low. Maybe a little higher. Maybe right here is good. This is our horizon. Just a thin line. Probably could have used blue for this, but I just use black for everything usually. You could also use masking tape. People do that, but I don't like filling in the line after I do the masking tape thing because I always mess it up. I always do it too high or too low, and then I get up with a blob of paint there. They are just rocks. That's true. They are, but they have faces on them. I'm not very good at faces yet. I'm working on it though. I've been doing the portrait thing that you suggested, where I just kind of try to do my self-portrait every month. Let's see. Maybe a little bit more. It's going okay. They're starting to look like me a little bit. Palm tree is really big, so it's just going to be a massive palm tree. Palmetto, sorry. I don't know, is there a difference between a palm tree and a palmetto? Probably. How big do we want that? I don't know, maybe up to there. So that's where our palm tree goes. The moon's going to be somewhere up here. I don't even know how big we want that to be. Nice little sky down here. Probably dark, and then do we want a little shoreline maybe? Yeah, a little bit of a shoreline here. There. Simple painting today. This one should be pretty easy. You might make one look like Trump. Oh, maybe. I gotta get the gold hair or whatever. Swoopy hair. That'd be funny. I recently gave painting them out with an angle shader a try, since I struggled to do them with the knife. Ooh, what's an angle shader? Is that a type of brush? Like a dagger brush? Angle shader. Where's my 2-inch brush? Oh, there it is. Okay. I thought I lost it. I was going to be really sad. Okay. Let's just, well, we're going to have a moon, so I guess the top has to be really dark. So let's just make a blob of Prussian blue, because Prussian blue is really dark. Very strong, very dark blue. So I'm just going to fire that up here. I'm trying not to press hard against the side because I don't want the beams to show up. A lot of times when I'm painting, I push too hard and you can very clearly see the beams here. I'm trying to not do that anymore. I also could have done this one if I was thinking ahead. as usual. If I was thinking ahead, I could have done this one without magic white and just done liquid clear or linseed oil, you know. That probably would have worked a little bit better. Let's see, did I go pushing too hard? Alright. I kind of want some red up here too. Maybe I'll do that. Throw in some crimson. Yeah, it's a brush like a dagger brush. Okay, cool. Sounds pretty fun. I know some people do, they don't use their palette knives at all. They just do mountains with their regular filberts and flat brushes. Dagger brush, yeah. Stuff like that. Seems to work pretty well for them. I'm just wiping out the, as much of the blue that I could get out. I mean, I could also just use a different brush, but I don't want to clean it yet. Just yet. All right, let's throw some red up here. I might work backwards. I wonder if I'm just going to throw a... All right, yeah, let's just work backwards. Changed my mind mid-painting. I'll put some blue on top of that on this border here so it's not as crazy looking. Paint your dream worlds here. Or paint your dream world. How's it going? I got a new microphone coming next week that I'm excited about. So hopefully I can set it up in time for the stream. We'll see. I don't know. I noticed that the one I have is buzzing and it bugs me, so I don't like buzzing microphones. Okay. Probably should have taken that up there, but whatever. Alright, back to the blue. This will be really dark. We're turning this nighttime style. Okay. Try and get that line out of there. Alright, is it sufficiently dark? I think so. Hard for me to tell. All these kind of look the same. Alright. Should also throw this down here. Not that color. I'll do this with the fan brush because it's a smaller space. I don't want to get too crazy. Smaller space, don't need as much paint. Alright, there's that. Mix that with his yellow. Hopefully this turns somewhat of an orange color. Put that over here. That's too orange. I don't like that. That's too dark, but it'll lighten up. Okay. This is our limited water that we're going to have. That a little bit. And I'll try and add a little bit of blue on the top. Hi Nate, what are we painting? weird painting. This is a South Carolina state, so it's going to be the palmetto and moon from the flag that they have. That's all we're going to be doing. I'm going to blend this out some more. Okay. I might even go up a little higher. We need the blue. I'll just go over and grab it. I don't feel like bringing everything over here. Alright, let's put this on the side. Okay. Maybe some over here. Alright, there's our little bit of water. Hi, Draftsman's. Thanks, Shadow Neck. It's good to see you. Hope everybody's doing well. Having a good day. Or as good as you can. Okay. I think that's good enough for painting's done. We're done. No, I'm just kidding. I gotta do the moon. Do we want to do some clouds? I don't know if we need any clouds. We can always add some. Clouds, sand. I can add the sand now. Sand's not too hard. It's quite easy actually. Sand, burnt sienna. A little bit of black. Dark brown. Okay. There's one. Oops. Hope I didn't scrape something there. There's two. I do have to pay attention to these little, I don't know what they're called, but there's sometimes where I can't tell where I'm putting the paint, and I end up with these white spots on the cameras, and I can't see them until I look at a photograph of the painting. It's very frustrating. So I'm trying to make sure that I get anything that looks remotely like a white spot, cover it up. Alright, some more black and burnt sienna here. Just tapping both sides. Make sure it's somewhat chiseled, but doesn't have to be straight chisel. Alright, we're just kind of pulling this all in here. Alright, there's our sand. Not yet, but the base for our sand. Make it a little more bumpy up there on the top. Alright. There's the sand. There's the clouds. Try blending the sky a bit. Okay. Clouds would look great. One day travel all of these and paint unseen. Oh yeah, I could do that. That'd be fun. One day I will. Just gotta save up for it and make sure somebody's here to look after my cat so she don't get lonely. Alright. Just wiping off my 2-inch brush again. Who are your favorite famous artists? Ooh, good question. I mean, me personally, or what time period? Because I got a lot. All right, let's blend this first. I think this is not blended very well. school Renaissance or like really old ones? Oh, I can't even think. I mean, Da Vinci's really good. My aunt, I don't know why. For whatever reason, she's trying to prove that my family is related to Da Vinci, and I don't see it. I don't know why, but she's dead set in it. She's all on what's that website? Ancestry.com. Trying to, I forget. She found some document that like had Da Vinci's name in it, and she's going all over that. I just think it's really funny. But yeah, I like Da Vinci. I like Van Gogh or Van Gogh, depending on how you pronounce it. Edgar Payne, Edgar Degas. Oh man, Rembrandt. Yeah. And you got like the surrealist ones, like kind of like Salvador Dali. Some of them, not all of them. Some of them are just a little bit too much, too weird for me. But Bob Ross, yeah. Kincaid, yeah, Thomas Kincaid. He's really good. Peter Max. Kevin Hill. I like Kevin Hill's stuff. I don't know if he's considered famous, but he's pretty big on the YouTube. Watercolor by Shibasaki. He's like the Japanese Bob Ross. Is this guy okay? Now I'm self-conscious about it. I hope it is. Let's add in some clouds. There's some blue or maybe some red already in there, so it should turn like a pink color. I don't really know how. I don't want them to be that bright because I want the moon to be the brightest thing, so we'll just add some up here. Soft ones, very soft clouds. Down a little bit down here. Spin with the fan brush, blend them up. I found that I like blending with the fan brush more than the bigger brushes now for some reason. I don't know why. I just do. Alright, so we got a nice subtle cloud over there. Let's add one on the left, kind of the same way. Just bunch of white paint on the fan brush, and then we'll just kind of mush it in there. Try and pick up as much blue as possible. That makes it more subtle. Maybe it comes down here. And then blend up here. Little tiny circles. Same right here. And down here. Little circles. There we go. I'll blend this a little bit more. All right. Don't know how Kincaid was able to paint those real photorealistic pictures. Yeah, they're really good. Paint by Nate and Paint Your Dream World. Yeah. Paint Your Dream World is really good. I don't know if I'm good. I always doubt myself. I don't know why though. Bill Alexander, yeah. Oh, how did I forget Bill Alexander? I like Bill Alexander's energy. If I'm ever like low energy, about to fall asleep, just go watch one of his videos, get fired up, ready to paint a masterpiece. Where's my little filbert? There it is. I don't think there's any paint in here. Doesn't look like it. We need like a very strong white here, because this is our moon. We're going to do the moon now. Trying to remember which way does it face. On the South Carolina flag, I believe it's a C. It looks like a C, so it's going to be like this. But if it's not, somebody will get upset. That's fine. Somebody's always upset. How big do we want it? I want it real big. There we go. There's our moon. We'll just kind of pull to the left, fuzz him out on the edge. But don't go all the way to the right because we want that strong right edge. And blend it back up there. There we go. There we go. There's a little moon. All right. Nice and easy painting there. Drop the towel. Okay. Wipe this brush off. That looks awesome. Thanks, Paul. You love moons and paintings? Yeah. They definitely liven it up. I know some people aren't a fan because they say it's a boring subject, but I always like them. Okay, now we get to do the palmetto. Oh, I think we said it was going to be here. I can't really see my sketch because we already covered it up. But we'll just use black for this. Black and a little sienna. Very small amount of sienna. Just a little bit of brown. It's going to be big. Well, let's start in the middle because we don't know how big we want it to be yet. Not really enough paint there. And the bottoms are a little fat, so we gotta make sure we get that. All right, a little bit more of that. Let's make it a little wider, a little bit bigger. A little bit bigger. So we're only gonna have one. I don't really want to do a family of palmettos. We're just gonna do a lone palmetto hanging out with the moon. Just like the flag. All right. Here's our trunk. Do we want to make it a little taller? Nah. Now we got to add in the leaves and whatnot. You can do these with the filbert brush. You can do them with the fan brush. For this size, and because it's a palmetto, not a traditional palm, I'll probably just use this regular filbert brush and start making in the bottom. There's like a little, like, I don't know what you call them, chin. There's the bottom of the palmettos that kind of sticks out, and he looks like this. Little tiny leaves. And then it goes up a little bit. And then it gets big and branchy, big bushy leaves up at the top. Alright, we'll do those. I could do these with the fan brush, but gotta hold the brush right for this. We gotta make sweeping motions. And it's easy to do sweeps with the wrist instead of the full arm. Getting more control. So here's one. There's two. There's three. Go do the other side. One. Oh, a little more paint. Two. Three. Ooh, that one's more tall. Let's do that again. Three. You kind of join together. That's okay. We can do another one up here. And then a little shorter one here. And a little short one here. Just make sure you pull. Maybe one up here. A little droopy one up here. There we go. Here's our palmetto. Billy's here. Hey, Billy. How you doing? Good having you here. Hope your week was good. I hope next week goes all right. I'm a little worried because I'm every so often at my job we have to do they call it being on call, and next week's my on call rotation. So if anything explodes, I have to be I have to get on the phone ASAP and fix it. It can be kind of stressful. Hopefully nothing explodes. But you never know. Alright. I gotta figure out what brush I want to use for this next step. We gotta add segments to the palmetto down here. So I'm gonna use kind of the same colors, a little bit more brown. And then some white. Okay, this might be too dark. Hopefully it's not too dark. That's probably good. Alright, I want to start at the bottom. Maybe I can start at the top because that's where it's going to be brightest. Hopefully you can see this, but I'm just going to, I need it to be as flat. I mean, we could use a flat brush as well, but I'm just going to do that. Pull to the right. Tap on the side, pull to the right. Tap on the side, pull to the right. Tap on the side, pull to the right. Side, pull to the right. Pull, pull. Okay. Here's our, looks okay, I guess. Okay. There we go. Add those little things there. Doing good. Just got last night in my apartment, and it's on to Kentucky. Forever home. Nice. It's exciting. That's where my brother lives right now. He's in Louisville. He seems to enjoy it. Beck's going to the Derby. I guess the Derby's in a couple weeks, so he's going to be at that and hanging out, watching the horses race. Let's see. Get the fan or the filbert brush back out. We'll do some highlights on the these guys up here, and some white. Maybe white and a little bit of blue. Make it look a little bit more like moonlight. Even though this isn't, it's kind of a warm sunset where the moon happens to be out. Alright, moon's up there, sun's down here. So the moonlight would be up on this. Ooh, this might be tricky. Oh well. Just gotta do it fast. There we go. Just tap and pull. Ooh, that one came out good. I think I need more blue. Also could use some liquid white would help. Alright, get a little bit more of that. Could also wipe off some of the, that's too much blue. Wipe off some of the black there, because I did lay it on pretty heavy. These ones back here are going to be pretty dark because they're kind of in the shade, so. Alright. That's okay for the highlights. This one's a little too long, but that's fine. It's fine. Do you like bluegrass? My brother loves it. Yeah. Jazz Buddy Rich. Nice. Buddy Rich is a legend. Alright, there's our palmetto. It's a little too dark though on the bottom, so we got to darken up the sand a little bit. Back here in the back. Back here in the back. Let's do that. There we go. Nice and dark. And that was just blue and a little bit of blue and a lot of black. That's all we're doing here. Trying to darken it up. Wiggle it. Give it the wiggle. There we go. A little bit darker. Okay. What's with all the pizza boxes in the other room? I'm saying these things? Those aren't pizza boxes. If you ever seen the movie Whiplash, that's an Amazing Grill movie. Oh yeah, that one's good. Pretty intense. It's an intense movie. Trying to think what I want to do down here. I kind of just want to add a little bit of highlight on the sand to make it stand out a little bit. Oh, the canvases. Yeah. Yeah, those are the canvases. Not pizza boxes, but I could stack up the pizza boxes back there. That'd be funny. I eat enough pizza, so. Alright, let's just add a little bit of highlight here and there. Not too much. I'm just going to tap on some of these spots first, and then we'll figure it out. We'll figure out what we want to actually do down here. Alright, I think that's just enough. We don't need much. We just need enough that we can spread it around and do something fun with it. That. And like this. Just a little bit. Nothing crazy. Very subtle painting here. The focus I want to be on the moon and the palmetto, because that's what the subject is. Okay. There's the little dunes. Little dunes there. Yeah, those are canvases. So I promise they're canvases. That's what I'm going to use. Not pizza. Hi, Nate. Hi, Erica. Erica LeMay. Good to see you. We're doing the South Carolina one that I think you and Paul both suggested last week. Do the flag. Trying to find my small script liner. There it is. Alright. I don't want to use oil, but I'll just use a little bit of thin oil here and mix it up. Do the signature. I still don't know what we're going to do for the next one. I haven't decided. I wasn't able to make a decision in my head. My options are Badlands, the Badlands National Park, Palisades National Park, Custer State Park, or Good Earth State Park. I couldn't decide. I wanted to do Mount Rushmore, but I don't know. I need to spend more time studying that before I try to paint it. It's not like this, I can easily wing it because it's subjects I've already done in the past. You know, if that makes sense. 2, 3. Mount Rushmore, please, just go for it. Oh my God. Oh, add the flag showing the moon and palm tree on this one. Let's see. Let's see if I can. Maybe do a little one over here. You can remove paint. Just gotta make a space. Fired. Alright, I'll give it a shot. And if it ends up too terrible, I just won't turn it into one of those paintings that I make after the live streams where I chop them up and give them their own video. Alright. We're just going to make a really tiny flag over here. Blue. Blue. Just mash it in. When you get down the bottom right, it's kind of tricky, but alright, there's the blue. And then for this next thing, I'll probably use actual magic white. Is it blue? Oh, geez, I've already ruined it. I thought it was blue. I see enough of them. I live right beside it, but I could be wrong. It could be purple. I wouldn't be able to tell. Alright, this is our thin white. We gotta be, what does it even look like? Oh, now I'm forgetting. Yeah, I know it. I know there's a, I know there's a little moon up here. And then there's the palmetto over here. Little palmetto, baby palmetto. I think he's right in the middle. There's a lot of paint. Holy cow. There's a big glob of magic white there. White palm tree and moon. Okay. Thanks, Paul. Keeping me honest here. Ooh, the little paint, the little tiny details are hard for me. Is that it? Is that the flag? Do we do it? Was there anything else? I thought there was more. Probably. But, oh well. Let me know if that looks okay. Kind of hard to see probably because it's so small. But, alright. That's South Carolina for you. Nobody knows what it looks like. I'm just kidding. There it is. Just a palmetto in the moon, just like the flag. Hopefully it came out. Alright. Are we doing Mount Rushmore? Are we actually going to do it? I don't know if I can. But I guess we can always try. See what happens. I need a picture though. Reference picture. So I know what I'm doing. Just a bunch of rocks. Isn't that what Uncle 60 said? It's just a bunch of rocks. Rocks are easy. We can paint rocks all day. I guess that is the thing. If it comes out terrible, we can just turn it into a giant mountain. Easy peasy. Alright, let's clean up the palette. I gotta look at a picture. Quick Google. What does Mount Rushmore look like? Mostly just trying to figure out what colors I'll need. Looks like it's mostly gray. That's pretty easy. I won't need burnt sienna or any of these, so I'm gonna get rid of those. Ochre, probably not. Red, definitely not. The white, for sure, we'll need. I'll leave that out. Blue, probably not. Maybe a little bit. If we want to make it look a little more fancy. Might need some green, actually. For the, I know there are some trees around it. I need more ivory black more than anything else. Ooh, this is going to be a tricky one. Ivory black. A little bit of green. I could do this one all with the palette knife. That would be interesting. I don't know. They use a lot of paint though. Alright, I think I got all the colors I'll need. It's mostly just white and ivory black, pretty much. Maybe some blue. Alright. Whoops. Almost knocked that over. Alright. Oh, where's my canvas? They're over here. The pizza boxes. Gotta spray them off real quick. Get the canvas nice and tight. So it's good to go. Okay. There's that. Tighten her up. I'm going to put the magic white on. South Dakota, Mount Rushmore at a different angle. I don't know if I'll be able to do it at the straight on angle. So I don't know. We'll see. We'll see where it goes. We'll see. This is going to be Mount Rushmore. An attempt at Mount Rushmore. And I'm using the Amazing White still. I'm just trying it out. I need to see how fast it dries. So far it seems about the same as the Grumbacher as far as thickness goes and smell. But I'm not sure what the drying time is. The Grumbacher ones are already dried. Two that I did last week. Or I guess 3 are already dried, so that's like a huge bonus. My Alexander ones with the Magic White have not dried yet. They're still, like some of them are still hanging up back here. They're not dry. Get out of here, hair. I have so many hairs on the floor. I need a vacuum. So you just get on the canvas. I whack them, I just smack them, and then they fly off somewhere. I never clean it up. That was interesting. Some of the Magic White just kind of exploded and shot down here somewhere. Or Amazing White. Using Amazing White. I gotta get the name. I've been saying Magic White for so long. Kind of it's second nature to say it. Alright, screw this back on. I think he can paint it. Practice it first. I'll try. We're just gonna go for it. Step 1, put the Magic White on the canvas. Step 2, make sure you don't have too much Magic White on the canvas. And then step 3 is try and paint whatever you want. What did Bob Ross say? Have a vision in your heart, put it on the canvas. So we'll do that. I have a vision. I have a vision for how many presidents? 4? Abstract Mount Rushmore? Yeah, it'll be very abstract. Just blobs. Blah, blah, blah. Let's see. Alright, I'm going to clean this brush real quick because I won't be needing it. Won't be needing it anymore. My dedicated Magic White brush. First thing we got to do, now that we've put on the Magic White, is figure out where the top of the president's heads will be. Or where the mountain, I guess, ridge line's going to be. Alright. So let's start it right here. There's George Washington. There's whatever the other one is. They come down there, and there's one over there, and then there's Beak up here. I think two of them are kind of conjoined presidents. Like one's head's right here, and then there's another head like right here. That's way too big. Is there one up here? I believe so. I don't even know the names of the middle two. I know the one on the left is George Washington. The one on the right is Abe Lincoln. I don't remember what the other ones are. These two. I could probably make this bigger if I wanted. All right. There's our sky, and then down below we're gonna have what is this? It's like a pile of rocks down here, I guess, where they chiseled out everything. They just left it. And then we got some trees. And trees. 7 years ago. Yeah. One of my last abstract got flagged for being sexual. Oh no. That's not good. I don't think I've had any of my stuff get flagged yet. Some stuff gets reported. I don't know why, but sometimes my stuff gets reported. It's always, what is it, self-harm? They say it's self-harm, so some get flagged, but I don't know. I don't know what they're talking about. All right. I don't know how I'm going to do this, but we got to do it. Let's do the sky first. Let's start strong with the sky, and then work down. Do I need to clean that? Oh, that's a dirty brush. Don't want to use the dirty brush for this. I'm going to do the sky. This is just white and Prussian blue. I don't want it to be that dark. It's going to be kind of bright. Kind of a bright sky up here. Pick up the amazing white. Mix it around. Go down into the president heads. Alright, there's our sky. It's a little too dark though. I don't like how dark that is. Let's brighten it up. Hopefully I lightened it up a little bit. Just added some titanium white to that. Have you thought about prayer before painting something like this? Let's say a little one before I start. Alright. Looks like it's kind of rained a bit there. Interesting. Let's do some happy clouds before we get into this. I'm going to spend all my time on the clouds and not have any energy for the Mount Rushmore. Let's just do some little ones, little tiny ones. You probably can't even see these. I do need some more titanium white. I realized I didn't pick up enough. That's okay. Let's blend that backside. Blending. Blend. Yeah, I'll kind of leave those. I don't want to mess with them. There we go. I've never noticed the pile of rocks before. Yeah, I didn't realize it, but there's like a huge pile of rocks sitting there. I don't know how I'm going to do those. Those might be more effort than the faces. Alright, let me grab some more titanium white. And then we'll be ready to go. Risky business time. There we go. That's way too much, but I can always scoop it back up. Alright. Got a giant pile of magic white there. Or titanium white, I guess. It's not magic. Whew. Alright. We gotta put some faces on here. I don't know if we want to start with the faces or start with the background around the faces. I'm not sure what would work better. But first things first, we gotta get a color. We gotta get a rock color. Maybe some different values of a rock color. That one's way too dark. It's like charcoal color. Don't want that. That one's okay. That's an okay color there. That's an okay rock color. Okay. Alright. Are we ready? Are we ready to start? Was the Crazy Horse Mountain ever made? Or finished? I don't know what Crazy Horse Mountain is. Let's I'm gonna split this up. I'll need like a middle or a slight highlight color. So I need a dark, a mid-tone, and a white for the highlights. I think that's good enough. All right, let's just get into it. We got to put the sides on first, so I'm just going to do that real quick. Maybe I'll use the let's see, which color do we want to use for that? I'll use the dark one. Darker. Just put in the sides here first. Pull straight down. Might be some darker sections here. This is just black that I'm going to mix in with that darker color. Makes it look like a shadow. Oops, a little too dark up there. Oh well, we'll just make the whole thing dark. Okay, pull that down. Around the face. Go to the other side. That's way too much. Alright, same thing over here. Make it a little bumpy up there at the top. Pull it down. This one's kind of big. We got a fuzz out the top though. Alright, and then we'll add some dark colors. A little bit of shadow. Here. And we gotta blend it. I might make this a little darker just so that Lincoln head stands out a little bit more. These sides don't even matter that much. They do a little bit, but in the grand scheme of things, not too much. Around this. A little bit more. There we go. Hopefully it stands out a little bit more because it's darker. Okay. Let's see. Now we gotta paint the faces. So start with the darks. What does George Washington's face look like? 2 eyeballs, 2 dark spots. Does he have a mouth? I assume so. He got a nose. Back side of the nose. And a chin. Maybe a little bit harder this way. And then a little mouth. Okay. I don't think anyone's going to recognize that. Do they have hair? I don't even know. This is going to be terrible. This is already going terrible. I should have put this light color in first and then darkened it up. Pencil it first. Yeah. I don't think I could even pencil it if I wanted to. I'm not good at portraits in general. Does this even look like a nose? Not really. I should have done his hair first. I guess he's got hair too. There's a shadow in there. I feel like this is already going terribly. He does have a shirt, I guess. And then this guy, I'm just going to scrub in his shadow color here. There's a third one. At the Crazy Horse Memorial, they are hoping that by year 2035, arm, hair, hand, and shoulder, top part of the horse's head will be finished. Oh, wow. That's a long time. Alright, so we got a blob here. We got a blob there. And then there's another blob on the right side, but he's more inside of this. So his chin is here. Where's Lincoln? Lincoln's on the right. Lincoln's face is over here. Do with this spot here, I don't know. What's in between them? Oh, I guess it is just like an empty rock. So we got like an empty rock space right here. Oh, jeez. This is what happens when you never actually paint a full portrait of something. Paint a few happy trees in front. Yeah. I might need a bunch of happy trees here. Let's just see. Let's see if we can get something that looks remotely like a face, and then if we can't, we'll just give up and move on. I don't think I can, but you never know. Sometimes things come out of the brush. I don't think this is going to be one of those times, though. problem is I don't actually know what any of these look like. So I have to keep looking back at the photo, and then I realize it's completely wrong. This is not going well. We'll come back and do this one at some point. Maybe we can do Lincoln. I should start with the dark first. All right, Lincoln. Are you gonna turn out? That's not even remotely light enough. Or dark. Just giving him a beard. This is turning into a blob of paint. Okay. Probably could use my script liner too, but I might have to call it after this one. And we're just gonna throw in some trees. Give him some hair. There we go. There's Abe Lincoln. We're gonna cover this up. It'll be like we've never done this. All right, green, black, maybe some crimson. We could also take that paint off, but I kind of want to leave it. More of that same color. Match it in there. Okay. I'm gonna do the same. I think I picked up some blue. Oh well. Too thick there. We're just going to cover this with trees. We'll cover all of our problems here. Good old age. You can really tell it's age. Yeah. Maybe I'll work on more portraits and then we'll do them again in 10 years. 10 years from today, we'll come back and try and do this one again. You gotta set your calendars for that one. I might just leave that one there because it cracks me up. Or like cover it up so you can't actually tell it's there. It just makes me laugh. Alright, here. Now I'm going to cover up the bottom of that one so it's a little darker. This is just green and blue and red, all kinds of colors. I don't want to be able to see the canvas at all there. Something right here. Little friend. There we go. Alright, we covered up half of it. A happy little stone. I think the smile should remain. Yes, keep it, keep it. Abe has shadow. Alright, we'll keep it. This is like as a Black Hills Mount Rushmore. Oh, okay, we'll keep it, we'll keep it. We just gotta make sure we don't go too close to him. We're just gonna turn this into a deep forest. Other side. Now we'll keep on this side. We'll do one right here. We're getting close. We're getting close to it. And we'll do one more. Get really Alright. Now we'll do a little hop. Blue, red, green. Go over here. This one will go a little deeper. Go all the way down here. Instead of presidents, paint Picasso Bob. Yeah. I feel like I need more practice before I do this again. And this is what my self-portraits have been looking like, so not the best. But they're better than they were. Although you probably wouldn't be able to tell from this. They used to just be blobs of one color. Now they're blobs of two colors with the smiley face. Alright. We're just going to cover this whole thing with trees, aren't we? Let's make a big one up here. It just cracks me up every time I look at that spot. I just start cracking up. Kill me. Alright, I'm going to do one more right at the bottom. Oh, jeez. I think I fill in that little spot there. Divert attention from the smiley face. I wonder if anybody will notice it. Probably somebody. I did put, I don't think anybody caught it in my last reel that I did. At the very end, I put a snap of my cat swinging at the camera. I don't think anybody noticed it, but it cracked me up. My daughter is high. Oh no, Eric. It's legal in New York. Billy's crying. What is going on? Yeah, what's going on here? I don't know what's going on here. You lost me. I'm washing off my, do I need to clean my fan brush? I probably didn't need to clean it up. Oh well. I cleaned my fan brush off there. We got a nice little pine tree forest here. This smiley face is just cracking me up. Oh my gosh. Okay. What are we going to do down here? I don't even know. Let's see. We could do a lake. We could do a path. I kind of want to do a path. Like a path that leads to the smiley face, Abe Lincoln. How does that sound? I like that. Let's do that. We gotta do something up here. Maybe we'll just add in some green. Some greenery. This is just emerald green. And if anyone wants to paint Mount Rushmore along with this episode and send me a picture of how well theirs did, please go ahead. I would be happy to see someone paint Mount Rushmore. There we go. There's part of the path. We'll go do the other side. The 2-inch brush. Just tap it in. Tap it in there. A little bit here. Maybe we'll pull down a little bit. Just want it to be a little fuzzier around the edge. Kind of blend in the middle. There we go. Every time I look up there, I start cracking up.
Texas, the Alamo. Yeah. No artist has ever had such an original idea. Yeah. Or just a smiley face, Abe Lincoln. Oh my gosh, okay. What do we need to do here? We gotta highlight the trees. So I'll do that. And then highlight the path. Highlight the grass. Okay. I wasn't planning on any trees in this one, so. I want to grow in my garden. Yeah. Alright, where's my oil? We need some thin paint for this. Oh, jeez. You want blue spruce? Could do some blue spruce. I guess it is the Northwest, or Midwest, mid-Northwest. So, yeah. Add a little bit of green. A little bit. Get a little bluish green. There we go. Maybe some more oil. I can tell when I don't have enough oil because it starts sticking to my brush. I have enough oil, it doesn't stick at all. It just kind of falls off. There we go. I just got it all over my hand. That's interesting. Okay. Just start tapping in. Get those little highlights going. Tie the painting together. Hopefully, a little bit. Where's the sun even coming from? I can't even tell in this painting. I didn't think about any of this before I started. We just went in with an idea and we gave it a chance. It's Abe's face. Oh, jeez. This is going to be a meme. Somebody's going to make this into a meme. Alright. Tapping in. Might need a little bit more blue. It's not green enough. Something looks weird here. I don't like that. I don't like that. There we go. Okay. Tapping in. Oh, forgot one. There we go. Okay, now we go to this side. Add more clouds and a lower one to cover the face, like a mustache. Mount Ross. I could. Well, let's do the other stuff first, and then we'll come back and mess with Abe. All right. Hopefully that's green. Can't really tell, but maybe it is. Just tapping in the highlights. These go faster than the base tree because it's less paint needed. Usually. Alright, one here. One there. Okay. Now we'll highlight things. I don't have a bright yellow. Normally I use cad yellow. Are you the same person? Give Abe a curly. Oh gosh, a curly fro. I thought you said a curly mo. Curly fro, yeah. Let's give him a fro and like a curly, old school, like handlebars mustache or something. Yeah, we could do all that. All right, let's get the yellow and some white. Some blue. That's blue. Maybe like a dark green or a nasty looking green.
Where do I want to start? I'll just start here. I wanted to pick up some dark color first. I could use a fan brush for this as well. Okay. I'll add some bushes up on top of there here in a bit. Start in the middle again. Pick up the dark. There we go. There we go. I looked at it again. It just cracks me up. I hate it. It's so messed up. It's such a goofy looking face. It's like the if you watch Forrest Gump, where he puts his face in the shirt, and then it's just a smiley face. All right, let's blend that. Okay, I'll do down here too. That's my dad. I got really confused. Cool. My art teacher would give us a disturbed painting and we had to turn it into something better. Even good old Abe will be okay. Alright, let's add in, I don't know, I'll add in some bushies and then some, we'll mess with Abe. He's just going to be just really bright for no reason. Just because I want him to be. Need some look here. No other reason. Okay, now I got some weird looking bushes. All that's in. We'll just highlight the path. That's the last step. Last step here. I'm just going to use this color because it's already there. Where's it start? Back here. Not like somebody opened my door. Shouldn't be. Hitting them knobs again. Alright. Base colors in. Grab the fan brush. Do a little hoop. There we go. Let me straighten that out a little bit more. Or not straighten them out, curve them out. Or curving. There we go. Here's our little path. He could paint Lincoln, he's hairy. South Dakota called, they want to talk. Excuse me, sir. What are you doing to Lincoln's face here? All right, let's just go all in on this one. Give him a little fro, a little afro here. Afro Lincoln. There we go. This face. I don't want to mess with the face at all. Nate, you're in trouble. Could be.
gotta blend some of this. We're just gonna make it as terrible as possible. All right, he's got like a little afro. Trump. You gotta give him a toupee or a gold. I do have the yellow ochre. All right, let's see if we can do this. This will be tricky, but I think we can do it. I think we can do this. It's going in. It's going, it's going. It's coming down. Oh, oh. Behind the tree, around the back. It's getting there. Here we go. We made it. We did it. Boris Johnson. Yee. All right, there we go. I think we did it. I think we did it. We got Abe Lincoln with a afro and a cloud mustache. to paint Mount Rushmore. He liked it better without. Yeah. It's okay. It still cracks me up. It's so goofy looking. Alright. I think that's enough for this one. Go throw it in the bin. The bottom of the rack. Alright. Get my script liner. This is Pyro Red, I think. Not sure. I think it's Pyro Red. It's not Naphtha Red. I know that much. Zoop. Zoop. 2, 3. There we go. Nice work. He's smoking, I guess. He's blowing the bowl smoke out of his nose. Alright, there we go. This is something, I don't know. Maybe Mount Rushmore. Maybe something else. But it'll go back here and under this box, and hopefully no one sees it again. Except for me, because it makes me laugh. I'll probably hang it up. Alright, I think that's good enough for today. Hope everybody had a good time. Enjoyed it. Still fun. Good luck to everyone. Thanks Shadow Nick. Thanks Erica. Thanks Paul. Paint Your Dream World. Billy's out there. Uncle 60's out there. Alright. Thanks everybody. We'll see you later.